All right, guys, I have Ryan with CrossFit Rise again. Ryan, thanks for joining me and talking to me a little bit about your business and your success in the program. Starting off, can you tell us a little bit about your facility, what you guys do, and where you're located?
Yeah, we're in Orem, Utah. We're a CrossFit gym, and we focus really primarily just on CrossFit. So that's kind of our bread and butter. It's our main thing, and that's what we're working on enrolling new members into, just a
Okay,
CrossFit program.
right on. And moving into the Maverick system or understanding the Maverick system, what were some of the unique challenges that you had growing your facility before we started working together?
So our biggest challenge, and really the thing that we decided to work with your team on, was just the fact that we were not attracting as many people as we wanted to. We were fairly stagnant on growth, and that was the area that we felt like we didn't have necessarily all of the expertise that we needed to attract more people.
Hmm.
And so the idea of the challenge, and the other income opportunities that have been offered, is really what attracted us. Just the ability to get more people in and increase revenue through more recurring revenue.
Right on. And what were some of the things, Ryan, that you guys did uh, for your marketing before we started working together? Like, what are the things that you tried that just like didn't seem to work for you?
So we operated under the belief, and this was just kind of something that was handed to us by others, and we didn't really question it a whole lot in the beginning. But for the first couple of years, we operated under the belief that it was all going to be built through word of mouth.
Mm.
And that was a huge mistake. And it took us a couple of years to finally wake up to the idea that, oh, this isn't actually the way that you build a business. It's not all based on word of
Hmm.
mouth. It's funny, though, because within the CrossFit space, at least, when you talk to other gym owners, this is a really heavily pushed idea that your business is going to grow all based on word of mouth. And it's funny how you get into certain niche business models and people believe that they're different than everyone else. They can run their business different than everybody else needs to run their business. But what we've found the longer that we've been in business is that we're just a business like any other business, and we need to follow standard business practices just like everyone else. And so this whole idea of, it's all going to grow based on word of mouth, unfortunately took us too long to recognize that that was not a good, true principle to be following. So that was the main problem that we faced. And then once we realized that that was not going to happen, we started looking at Facebook marketing, and other social media avenues, and realized that we really just didn't have the expertise there. And so we made a couple of attempts that we felt like were pretty bad attempts
Okay.
at some Facebook marketing and marketing through Instagram and other channels. But we upgraded our website a fair amount and added some background software that would capture leads. That helped us. It really helped us, and that was kind of I think for us, the thing that really caused us to fully believe that our understanding of all of it was going to happen on word of mouth was not correct, because all of a sudden leads started to come in that we weren't getting before, but they weren't at the level that we were hoping for. So we still felt like, okay, we need more. We need more leads. We need more help to make this happen. And we're obviously, not experienced enough yet to do it on our own.
Yeah, and you're talking about a fallacy that's pretty popular in a lot of industries, is that we believe that just offering a great service is going to be enough to grow our business
Mm-hmm.
exponentially. And then we find out that, well, we do need to do some of the basic business practices and do paid advertising to really grow.
Yeah.
So moving into the system and working together, what were some of your favorite parts of the program, like between maybe the leads that you're getting or the one-on-one sales training? Like, what was your favorite piece of the system?
So as far as the 6-week challenge system goes, I wish Jordan was here to speak a little bit more towards this. He kind of ran this all on his own.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 locations, and we chose one location to use as kind of the pilot for the program. But what I saw with what he was doing was that he was able to work with Art, who was the sales trainer, or is at the
Mm-hmm.
time, and Art was fantastic about providing really phenomenal guidance on just how to sell a deal. Provided really phenomenal scripting for our meetings with each individual. Jordan was able to memorize that, and it was really through utilizing that scripting when he did get appointments that we felt like we had great success in enrollments. But we loved the automation of the whole system, where hey, someone sees the ad online through Facebook, and right there we were taking advantage of some expertise that we weren't getting before. So leads were being generated through Facebook, which was cool to see that the leads came in. It took us a few days, I think, to kind of dial in the leads, but once the leads got dialed in, we started to see really phenomenal numbers as far as the number of leads we were getting and appointments that were being set. And then Jordan really just needed to follow through by making sure that those appointments showed up, and then once they did show, he used the scripting that was already in place to close the deals. We saw a really phenomenal close rate. I know this is probably not typical of everyone, but our close rate is in the mid 60s, as far as 65-ish%, 60 to 65%.
Yeah.
I think it started a little bit below that, so it was like high 50s, but the better that we got, the higher that number got. I think right now, I don't know, what are we, like 3-ish months into this? We're
Mm-hmm.
now closing in the 65-66% range. So it's a pretty high closing rate,
Yep.
which is really cool. And then, just the whole idea behind, or the process behind how the 6-week challenge will work. It's smooth, it's simple to explain, it's easy for the challengers to understand. And using the challenge process, helped us to easily create that emotional need and desire with our challengers to feel like, okay, this is something I've got to do and join. So it was well thought out and put together, I think, start to finish.
And you talked a little bit about the results, and you guys are becoming closing monsters. 65% of the people who walk through your doors, you're closing
Yeah.
into memberships, which is amazing.
Sure.
Can you talk about just the volume of memberships that you've been able to generate over
Yeah.
the 3 months? And then if your back end sales, what do those look like as well? So converting people into EFTs.
Yeah. So, like I said, we used one of the facilities as our testing zone, as if you will, and things went really well. We enrolled, I think, about 42 people through the first 6 weeks. We've had, I would say, about an 80%. I don't have the exact numbers, but about 80% of those people upgraded to regular memberships after that was all done, which has led us to needing to open a new facility. So as you can see behind me, there's kind of some construction going on. This is the new facility that we're right in the middle of remodeling. We're moving in just a couple days. So starting August 1st, we're going to be in this new facility. So adding 30 some odd new members allowed us the opportunity to say, okay, let's move out of the dump that we were in and move into something that we can actually utilize to provide a really phenomenal experience. So first 6 weeks was really fantastic, and we've been really happy with, obviously very happy with the results, as we've been able to make some cool progress.
And so what does the total number of members look like, roughly, if you know that number, since we started, so over the last 3 months?
Sorry, so I'm just doing the math here as I go. So let's say 30 to 35 from the first 6 weeks, and then since then, in our second facility, we've done another 30 some odd challenge enrollments, maybe closer to 40 challenge enrollments. And we're just kind of getting to the end of that 6-week period. And so we're starting to have people now switch over to a regular membership.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already had, of the 3 or 4 that have finished up their 6 weeks at the second location, all but one of them have enrolled. So
Wow.
the upgrade capability has been phenomenal. And that's what we're looking at for, for this program is, hey, we weren't generating enough leads just into regular memberships before, but now we're able to offer this 6-week program, which introduces people to CrossFit, in a way that feels much less intimidating. And we feel like, that's driving a lot more people into our doors because they're showing up for a 6-week challenge rather than showing up to do CrossFit.
Tying up the total number of members in 3 months, you would say it's about roughly 80 new members?
Yeah, 80 new people into the challenge or so. And so I'd expect that, we end up with about 80-ish% of that if we continue on our numbers, and, end up enrolling into full-on memberships with the gym.
Okay. And then looking into the future, how do you feel now about the trajectory that you're on?
Well, we're definitely at a different trajectory. That's for sure. I mean, adding 30 to 35 new members at our previous location would have taken us, I don't know how many number of months, and we were able to do that in, basically get us in a 6-week period. We were able to get all of these people in who were going to be enrolling into that number of memberships. So it's taken the time to enroll that many people and shrunk it drastically. I would say as many as 6 or 8 times.
Wow. Okay. So Ryan, last question. What would you say to the person who is on the fence? Because a big part of our offer kind of seems maybe too good to be true. Just
Yeah.
the risk that we take with you in growing your facility, right? And just allowing you to kind of put your ad spend down, and we work with you to really grow your facility. What would you say to that person who's like, I don't know, is it a good idea or is it not a good idea?
So I would definitely say getting involved with the 6-week challenge and running that within your gym is a very good idea. I would highly recommend that to anyone looking to just grow your overall membership. So do yourself a favor and take the leap.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to chat with me. And I love that you're consistently looking to get better results, and you're sitting in a really cool facility right now. So
Yeah.
thanks again.
Well, thanks so much, Dante. I appreciate it.